This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
Mattress Firm, our premier mattress provider. They provide a 120-night sleep trial, so if your mattress is not perfect, they will pick it up and find you a new one. Save 10% off your order with code MMANUTS10. All 33, meet your new work chair. Get active, be active, and sit in motion all day, relieving your stress and aggravation. Save $155 off with code CHAIR20. NordVPN, get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Get 58% off the one-year plan with code STRONG1.
Crowd Cow, the marketplace for high-quality craft beef and meats from farms and ranches around the world. Use code MMA15 for $15 off your first box. Defense Soap, the world's best soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes. Use code MMANUTS for 15% off. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 503.
503!
My name is Engel Weigel.
Matt Griffith, MMA show. MMA fans, for our fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous. Look at you. You drinking a grapefruit Zevia?
Yes, I'm trying to dry out, Matt. It's been a
out.
It's been a wet holiday season. Let me just say that.
I hear you. And we are only drinking waters because if you claim you're drinking alcohol, Facebook will not let you promote your video, as we found out the hard way last week.
Yes.
Or 2 weeks ago, as we're
2 weeks
back.
ago. Yes.
Yeah. So fuck those guys. But
Exactly.
how's the Christmas?
Christmas was fantastic. I got a chance to see several family members, different members, and I gotta say, like, my mood has been improved ever since meeting with
people.
Yeah, I think there's something really to that. I mean, I do see people in person quite a bit throughout the week, but like family members, I haven't really seen too much, and it's just been. I think you're like weighing the risk of exposure and like death by lack of, communication with real people.
Yeah,
it's like, but it was good. How was your Christmas?
Same, see my mom and my wife's parents hanging out, spoiling people to the point I probably shouldn't, but it feels good and everyone's happy and getting stuff that they weren't expecting. So
yeah,
good.
Santa Matt. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all good. What else is happening? Finally, we even got a little snow on
just a hair, a little bit.
Which is weird, right? Because typically we would have been fucking blizzard out. I think we're supposed to get a shit ton tomorrow, though, actually.
Snow? Really?
Yeah, I heard rumors of if we're in the path, could be up to 8 inches. But
whoa, that's what she said.
Damn right. But I think that was more of Wisconsin. I don't know what the Chicagoland area holds for us, but yeah, I wouldn't mind a little.
We never get as much snow. It's like it's just our friend Brian, who lives further up north in Illinois, might get some. He's right on the tip of Illinois, in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just doesn't come down as far as where we are typically. Like, what if they say 8 inches, we're getting like 2.
Yeah. But the weird one was last Halloween we had a blizzard.
We did.
I was looking through videos like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I have a neighbor, like her sister moved in from, I think she was living in Arizona, and we've had the one thing we have had this year is more windstorms than I've ever remembered. Like 50-mile-an-hour winds seem common now. Like I think we've had that 5 or 6 days in the last 2 to 3 months, and she's going like, "It's cold. What's with the winds?" I don't know how old she is, maybe 65, but I talked to her the other day as I dropped off some Christmas presents for the neighbor, a little apple pie and some jalapeno cheese curds as they picked up our mail and packages for us as we were in Wisconsin, where they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care about the COVID there.
Yeah. But it's interesting watching, we were watching a lot of the football games, and which stadium, it's always interesting to see, is this real fans cheering or is this the manufactured fans? It seemed like there were more real fans. Oh, I think it was the Bears game, right? Because they're playing in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So
there were fans?
I don't want to say it was half capacity.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Florida doesn't care, I guess, huh?
Not so much.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Seems about right for Florida.
Crazy people in Florida, right?
Yeah. I just want real stuff. So It's all good. You want to talk a little UFCs? You know, there was an event. We were off last week, so happy to be back. And we saw what you did, right? We saw Steven Wonderboy Thompson put on a striking display, one-sided performance over Jeff Neal. Jose Aldo gets a win over Marlon Vera. And I don't know if I have everything set up here. We had this sweet post-fight thing. Let's see. You see his little post-fight.
No, I didn't see that. That's awesome. I like
He
it.
doesn't look super happy, but hey, dig the fucking little hat you're wearing there, my man.
Yeah.
And Anthony Pettis with the win. And then he goes and signs with the PFL?
Yeah, he went to the PFL, and it looks like he's going to compete at 155 pounds, but not until like April sometime is when the new PFL season kicks off, and it's undetermined who he's going to fight. So they signed Rory McDonald, Verdum. Those are the two.
And recently, Yoel Romero.
Yes.
Rumble Johnson's over there, Gegard Mousasi, Phil Davis. I mean, it's like a fucking UFC reject over there. But again, here's with the mass exodus of UFC high-paid talent to Bellator.
Yeah.
Or not Bellator, but in this case, PFL. But anyway,
yeah,
people leaving, right?
Right. They're leaving, and I think the UFC is happy about that. Dana did say that he's trying to clear the roster of some bloat. So, I mean,
it makes sense, right?
What are you going to do? I think it makes sense. I don't think Pettis is as big of a draw as he once was. So,
no, I mean, he's still got talent, but he's probably not worth what the UFC was paying him.
Mm-hmm.
But to another organization and the chance to win $1 million, right? Are you going to make, I don't know how many fights he'd have to win, maybe call it 3. Is he in that $1 million range in the UFC?
No.
Hard to say. I don't think he was. He's probably in the 100,000, 150. It's hard to say because I'm not seeing fucking salary anymore, because where are they fighting? It's either Nevada or Abu Dhabi, and nobody's fucking releasing any payments anymore. Nevada is not required to anymore.
Yeah. And, speaking of Abu Dhabi, they just announced triple header a week coming up, January 16th through the 23rd. We've got, let's see, Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar on the January 16th card. Then you got a welterweight bout between.
Sorry, I took over your screen.
You hijacked my screen in my notes.
I was just trying to post it there.
Well, you good. It's good. Carry on. Welterweight bout between Leon Edwards and Chimaev on the 20th, and then you got Conor McGregor versus Poirier on the 23rd, headlining those cards. So I think, we've had a lull, and then now on paper, the headliners, at least I didn't dig too deep into these cards just yet because they're a ways away, but at least the headliners are looking promising. So, yeah. I mean,
UFC is trying to fuck your face. Take it.
I hope so.
1 week just slamming it down,
Yeah.
And then the poster for the McGregor Poirier, giving it to you.
I like it.
A little bit of flavor, a little bit of love. Yeah. So it's a little bit of lull. So maybe we'll have to do an awards show. Those are always challenging to put together, but I don't think we've done one in a while. So maybe next week.
MMA awards show. Yeah. And McGregor, looking quite happy in his, did you see the Christmas photo?
No.
That they put out? Check this out. Da-da-da-da. There he is. Him and his wife and his kids. And apparently the wife might be pregnant again. So
she's looking juicy.
And looking pretty juicy. So I think his mind is in the right place. If you go out and look at some of his posts out there, he's looking like he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
I just don't know that I'm not super excited about this rematch, but I think the two guys, if they show up, could put on an exciting show. So, and I would say Poirier has an opportunity to potentially beat Conor here because he's grown a lot since their first fight. And I'm not sure Conor's grown all that much, except financially, perhaps. So
no, but I think he owns him mentally, because if you've been brutally knocked out, I think that's hard to overcome when you come into the rematch. And Conor is better in the rematch. But again, he's been laid off for how long? I'm like over a year, right? He fought Nurmagomedov last. Like how fucking long ago was that? And how again, the other question is, how is it fighting in front of fans? Because I think it was Tony Ferguson. I had speculated that he may be a fan fighter where he does well when he fights in front of fans. And he said that at some point and said, it's just not the same. So it's hard to get up for the fight. So I don't know. I think Conor is that guy that like uses the crowd and feeds off it. Like he's the performer. He's the guy who's going to go out there and do all the antics and pre-fight shit. But now he's not going to get the payoff. It's kind of like the stand-up comedians who like you're performing in front of fucking 30,000 people. And now you can do it in front of Zoom. It's just not the fucking same. So I don't know what kind of performance you're going to see out of Conor. I think the advantage he has is I think he is probably one of the most mentally tough guys in the UFC. So it may not be as big of a factor as I'm thinking, but hard to say until you actually see it.
Yeah. Right? No, it'll be interesting. But I think this fight will be a good one. I'm not excited about them rematching, but I am excited at the possibility of what could happen because they are exciting, fighters. And I think there's potential for a good stand-up war.
They're both elite. So we'll see what happens, right? Mm-hmm. And did you see Dana White put out that video basically congratulating himself for being open during the UFC being open during the pandemic, and then basically just shitting on a ton of the MMA media and specifically calling them out by name, picture, and quote. And it was so interesting to see how butthurt all of them got and like their reaction. So did you see it, and what's your take on?
Well, I read the headline and I saw part of my holiday time was cleansing from internet a little bit, so I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw a couple clips of it, but I mean, I got the gist of what was happening. Obviously, it's I like it. I miss this Dana. I want him to come back. I miss the Dana from 10 years ago that used to throw F-bombs and fuck you and you're a pussy and you're this and that and go fuck yourself. Like I want that. So I didn't see the reactions. I didn't realize they were reacting that quickly, but I mean, it's to be expected, right?
Yes, I agree. I loved it so much because you got to remember when the pandemic started, all of the UFC or all of the MMA media was going, there's no way they should be holding events and blah, blah, blah. And Dana was basically calling out everybody then saying, if we don't have events, you don't have a fucking job, right? And a lot of those guys lost their jobs in the pandemic. And I think it's fucking hilarious because if you said some shit and maybe some of it was taken out of context, and I don't give a fuck because almost all those guys were saying it's blasphemy for anybody to be holding a sporting event during a pandemic. And both of us were like, they should do it. And they did it, and they did it right. And nobody got, they didn't cause like an outbreak. They did it the right way. So I'm all for him fucking slam dunking on all these pussies that are like, this guy's falling, don't run anything. So good for him. Good for the video. I think it's just good for everybody.
It's a Christmas present to all.
Yeah, the Christmas that comes early, right? Yes. Send that out right before Christmas.
Yes. Did you see the bickering? Tito Ortiz is a council member now in California. Did you see this whole apparently he doesn't like wearing a mask in the council meetings where they're all spread out. He's like, fuck this. And one of the council members called him out on this. Did you see this at all?
There's been a lot. I've been trying to avoid it because I feel like he's got a little bit of CTE, and I don't want to punch down on him.
Well, here you go. I'm just gonna play it for you.
Okay.
Is it too loud?
I hear nothing. You guys share sound.
Oh, fail. Hold on a second.
Share with sound.
Share with sound. My bad. Share screen. Share with computer sound. Let's try this again. So this is another council member commenting on the fact that Tito is not wearing a mask.
This meeting. I just like to register my formal disappointment in Councilmember Ortiz and Peter mayor's letter asking them to wear masks at this meeting. I feel that it puts us at risk, and I'm just very disappointed that that's the position that you're taking. Thank you.
Councilmember Dill, please. Last thing, Mr. Kelmick, when we're at Veterans Day here, you had no problem putting your mask on, but as soon as the cameras turned off, you took your mask off amongst a bunch of older veterans that were there. So
that is a false statement, and that is out of line. There is picture and documented proof of that.
Okay, thank you both.
So you can imagine it goes on from there. So it's a lot of back and forth, and Tito's like, "Fuck this!" Basically, I'm not wearing the mask. And I wonder your thoughts on this. Like, does it seem silly that they're all sitting around like 10 feet apart, 20 feet apart, wearing masks? Or
yeah, to me, it seems ridiculous. And I don't know if that guy's got his mask on and he's fucking 10 feet away. Why does he care what Tito's doing? Is he just mad that Tito got more votes than him? Like, because Tito, I think, was #1 in voting.
He was, yes.
So,
but it's good to see a former MMA fighter in a prominent role like this. Doing some good work for the people of California.
Which I think they're on last I knew, they were on a curfew and a lockdown, and
it's bad.
Who else knows? It's to the point, like, my brother lives out in California and he's talking about moving out and potentially going to like Texas now.
Everybody wants to go to Texas.
Well, there's no income tax too, and a lot more freedom. So
you can have guns. Hey, and they have drive-through margaritas.
Hey, even better. Yeah.
Who can argue that?
Well, I don't know if you can still drink and drive. You used to be able to do that, have an open container.
You can.
Yeah. And, California is so strict with their gun laws too. So that's another.
The only bad thing about Texas at the moment is weed is not legal.
Yeah, that's weird for a state that wants to be like, America, do what you want.
Yeah.
Except for weed.
Yeah.
The devil's lettuce. And did you see? Oh, look at this.
What are you doing?
On my old desk towards me.
Okay.
There's a rumor floating out there that the UFC is working on another network deal, and they will potentially put the UFC on ABC here at the end of January.
Really? Like a Friday Night Fights thing?
Something, because I forgot, and someone said it, that Disney owns ABC and ESPN
and one other or two other stations.
Yeah, they own a ton of shit,
a bunch of stuff. But
Marvel and
I like it.
Star
I think
Wars.
It makes sense. They're trying to mainstream this thing. Seems like there's a plan, and the plan is
double sale. Back to the Fertitas.
Yes,
they have to bankrupt it first.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to happen, but I like the move. I think it'd be cool to expose more people to the sport. Especially because I always look forward. Was it CBS had the freaking Strike Force?
Yeah.
That was always fun.
Johnson.
Yeah, it was good. As long as they don't have Gus Johnson commentating, I'm fine. So
he's my man. What are you talking about?
Mauro Ranallo, I think.
Oh no, I'd rather have Gus Johnson than Mauro
with the purple lips.
Yeah, he's the best. The guy wears lipstick. What am I gonna say about that? He just wears lipstick. You're in HD. Oh Jesus, what's going on here? Hang on.
You're in HD. Are you on some weird porn site?
No, you are in, not urine.
Guys, the videos.
I was gonna show you this brutal 3-second head kick KO.
Okay, let's see.
As they tell me, I'll turn the volume off because there's probably potentially some copyright issues, but
oh,
hey, thanks for playing there, buddy.
That happened quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a tattoo on his back too.
That's that. And
that's good placement because they got a lot of exposure there.
They sure did. It's almost like they knew it was going to happen. The paramedics are in. Someone's sticking a Tabasco bottle up his ass. Apparently, we're going to see it again. I'm so sorry.
I never liked the checking of a kick with your hands below the chest. I always thought that was a poor move.
Always block the head, not go down.
Yeah, this is bad. It exposes your head.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is bad.
That's bad.
Block kick bad.
That's good. Correct.
That's what they tell me. What else is happening out there?
Let me see if I got any more. I have well, here. I'll share this with you. because this is quite funny. I was going to save this for knowledge maybe, but I got something else. So
sure,
we can go with this. So here's an overly dramatic TaeKwonDo match. In case you want a little laugh. I don't know if you saw this, but
no.
There you go. He goes, a bang!
Oh.
And the other guy goes,
ah! My spleen! It's coming out my ass!
So I thought that was cute.
Was that Joe Rogan?
I don't know, but there's those little kids. This, I guess this happened, you know, over in Japan or something. I don't know, but I thought it was funny.
I like it.
Overly dramatic.
That's usually kids, you know.
Yeah.
I will share this. There was one of the biggest weight cutting fiascos ever happened when we were past there. It says Ariel Hawani said Kayla Harrison's Titan FC fight, which was supposed to happen tomorrow, has been canceled. Sources confirm Harrison met weight for the lightweight fight at 155. However, her opponent, Miss Cotton, couldn't get below, get this, 180 pounds. She showed up at 180 for a 155-pound fight and was hospitalized due to dehydration. Notified the promotion that she could not get below 180 pounds. Harrison said she offered to fight her despite the 25-pound plus weight difference, but the commission refused. She even offered to weigh in again in an hour at 165, but no dice. Do you ever remember someone being that egregiously off?
No, like 10 or 11 pounds maybe, but not 25. That's insane.
Yeah, I didn't know women weighed that much.
180 pounds? That's a big
for a fighter?
That's pretty big. Do we know what she looks like?
I'm not even gonna look. Well, I guess I can. Well, Josette Cotton. I don't know if I want to put this juju on someone.
It's bad juju.
I feel like it's bad juju.
It's COVID in the holidays. We'll give her some slack, okay?
Well,
maybe don't take fights during Christmas.
25 pounds of slack? Jesus Christ.
Sure. Maybe it's all in the tatas.
It ain't good. I don't know if I want to do that to her. Hang on. Holy smokes. Well, it's a SureDog picture, so I'll post this.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
it's about right.
Mm-hmm.
And moving right along from there. Did you see the we got a kangaroo fight coming right at you? Hang on. I gotta turn volume off. Man, maybe we can leave the volume on. Let's see. Okay. So apparently the kangaroos are getting after it again. I'm assuming we're down under here. We'll go with a little volume. A little blurry.
No,
they're getting after it.
Takedown right there. Kangaroos.
Kicks it on the ground too. Stomps are allowed here.
They got tiny little heads, so it's probably hard to knock him out, I bet.
But he'll eventually secure the back here. Oh. Look like a little rape choking. Oh, he gave up his back. It's Rumble Johnson.
That's epic. What does he got? Like a dart stroke going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, is he putting him to sleep?
Well, I think he's out. Mazzagatti, he's out. Don't tell.
That's pretty epic.
Jesus Christ.
Is he going to let go?
He's not letting go. He's not. It's Paul Harris. Paul Harris, you son of a bitch.
Oh man, I hope that kangaroo is okay.
He's still.
Oh, there you go.
Are you done? Are you done?
Wake up.
All right, and he's fucking teabagging him
and then he urinates on him.
Yeah. Defecates in his general dive.
That's what you get.
Don't you be looking at me like that side eye? I saw you giving me side eye. I don't like it. Yeah, I didn't know they got that aggressive. I've seen them fight. I've never seen one choke another one out.
They're pretty vicious things, man.
Yeah. Let's do a little Tony Ferguson. So he was talking, Charles Oliveira basically just mollywopped him the other day and almost, I think he fucked his arm up pretty severely in the first round.
Okay.
So Ferguson said that Charles was mentally broken in the first round.
Really?
What does that mean? What does that mean? He was mentally broken.
But how come he lost?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't think he's mentally stable, is he? Well, I think we know he's not, but that's a weird thing to say, right? Like, out of all the excuses you want to make, that's the one you're going to go with? I don't know. Seems weird. Moving right along. We'll get out of that. Did you see how swole Frank Mir is?
No. Whoa. Holy cow.
Like, holy Christ, man.
He's busting out of those jeans, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. He is ready to fight Brock Lesnar, I guess.
He's pretty big.
I think he's doing the bare knuckles shit again, or about to.
Yeah. Well, there was talk about that. I don't know if he's got an opponent, but that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll share this. I don't know what the guy's name is. It's over here, but you can kind of
Sang-Yoon Kim.
Yeah, you can check that out. That's a fucking cool ass picture.
It's really cool. Anderson Silva, McGregor,
Jones, Demetrius, GSP,
Ferguson.
Stipe, Adesanya, Ferguson. I can't tell who's here because my thing is breaking up. Might be Korean Zombie, but that's a cool style of. It's almost like a block character. Like they're almost made out of stone, but real.
Yeah,
I dig it.
It's very comic booky.
Yeah. I feel like they need to go back to Marvel to have them do some of the posters. I know they did it for that one. Like, why not employ them? Because some of the posters are just not good. I mean, it's guy versus guy, but why not superhero it up a little once in a while?
I think that would be fun.
As I'm trying to downsize everything over here in fucking supersize mode. Whenever I go supersize. We have 4 tweet of the weeks. You can decide which one you like best.
I'm ready.
Let's go with like this. This is good. So Hectic One on Twitter says, I'd say a solid 80% of Valentina's posts could be used as pharmaceutical ads. So if you take a look at some of these, like every single one, like he's not bullshitting. He just posted shit in each one. Like, goddamn, that was a good little Photoshop.
She's got some solid professional photos getting taken.
Yeah, that's no joke. That's option 1. Let's see what we got for 2 here. This one, I like this one. Little Barstool Sports. National Signing Day 2021 all-name team, General Booty.
Is that for real? Or is that
I'm assuming it's real. They posted it. That shit's real. I want to be General Booty.
Awesome.
Like that one. And moving right along. Let's see what. Oh, here we go. There you go. A little guacamole.
I like that one.
Who is that? 2-piece Tyson. And then we'll round it out with hopefully the best one. Oh, yeah, I saved the best for last, potentially. A little Elon Musk. Me trying to live a normal, productive life in Bitcoin. Like, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying. I think that wins for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think Elon, he's got some clout. He's not afraid to post some shit. That's a fucking CEO, motherfucker. That's right. Posting some shit.
Bitcoin showing you the booty.
Yeah, like giving you up, trying to entice you in. Like, we won't fall to like 2,000 again. We'll stay at 28,000 forever. So some AskTheNuts. Do you think we will see John Jones versus Israel Adesanya in 2021?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't think so. I think Jones has got his sights set on other things, bigger, better, bigger opponents anyways. So
yeah. And I think this is the talk of those two fighting. It's similar to GSP and Anderson Silva fighting, where it's like Do you really want to fuck those guys? Like, Dana is into fucking people, but I don't think he wants to fuck those guys.
No.
Will Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor be for the 155-pound title?
I don't know. Did they say? I don't think they said anything about that.
They haven't announced it. I'm leaning
so.
towards yes, because I think Khabib had an interview and he was talking about, man, the UFC is really trying to get me to come back. They keep giving me better terms and more incentive, but there's really no fighter that I want to come back and fight for. So he said he thinks they should just make Poirier versus McGregor a title fight at 155.
Oh, okay. So he's going to set the stage for that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it should be for the real one. If he's not coming back, he's officially retired. He put his gloves in the octagon. At least interim it, but I would just make it the real one. For whatever reason, the UFC doesn't want to, probably because they don't want to pay these motherfuckers. So if you don't make that a title fight, you don't have to pay those guys as much money. So that's probably the reasoning behind it. But anyway.
True.
So Dan at Best Fight Picks on Twitter makes this statement, and then I'll ask a question afterward. He says, Anthony Pettis earned a UFC Hall of Fame spot, in my opinion. 20 fights in the UFC, 19 of them against either top 15 or legends, won the belt, defended it, first ever UFC athlete on a Wheaties box, last WEC champ, 11 performance bonuses, Showtime kick, KO'd Wonderboy, and subbed Charles Oliveira. And then I'll ask the question, do you think Pettis is a UFC Hall of Famer hearing all that?
Probably. I think I'd have to give him the nod.
That makes sense. So, right? I mean, once he got on a Wheaties box, so something happened. Just lost.
The curse. It's like the Madden curse.
Yeah. And that's probably why no one else was ever on it.
No.
So I'll agree with that. And Enrico Machado will close out. It's time. # Nuts Rule, # Mate Rape Train, # Ingo Sugar Daddy. Said, today, guys, I don't have questions because it's been a difficult last few days. However, it was a good Christmas holiday. I was able to spend some time with the family. Just want to wish you all the best for New Year's. And I'll come back better on the next show. Take care, both of you. Hey, thank you. Same to you. More salutations. Keep up with your training regimen. Things will get better as they always do.
They always get better.
Give you one of these. It'll all work out. It's like a Jedi mind trick.
Yes.
He's got a little fuck, marry, kill. Celebrity edition number 119. Girls Next Door types have gone Hollywood. Number 7. He says the final one. You have Anna Kendrick, Elizabeth Hurley, and Gal Gadot.
Ooh, now we're talking. I have a feeling these are not your type of chicks.
Yeah, probably not. How did you know?
I just know.
If they need to eat like 10 Baconators a day before they talk to me, you're probably right.
Not your kind of girl.
So Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, I never really liked her. She's way too something. I'm out. Yeah. Killing her.
Elizabeth Hurley. Mind you, she's 55 right now.
Marriage material.
100%. And then Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay. I strike that. Gal Gadot's dead. We're gonna hang out, bang into Kendrick, and marry Elizabeth Hurley. Just cause.
I hear you. I think I'm with you. I think I'll marry the Hurley, and I think I'm gonna bang the Gal Gadot just because she's trained in Krav Maga.
Okay.
Because she is straight out of Israel.
Nice.
And probably supports the hair down under. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong.
Oh, my mouse is fucked up. Here we go.
Oh, now you're fired. You can't
I'm in. I have a question.
Yep.
Did you see? Here's my knowledge. I'm assuming you're about to ask about knowledge.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see this weird, strange KFC console that they just released? Which I'm still not. Sorry about that. KFC console that apparently you can keep your fried chicken warm in.
Oh, I'm starving.
And it also acts as a gaming unit. I'm really confused. Power your hunger, it says. It was all over the news the last few days, and I'm still not clear. Are they trolling us, or is this for real?
Well, It's been on multiple websites. That's one of my knowledges too, because I'm very confused about all of it. I got to open it up because I think they're talking about frame rates and fucking like 240 FPS, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, for all games,
it's
4K display.
Here I found some photos I meant to share.
But they haven't announced when.
So here's what it looks like.
I think it's just a chicken warmer.
In conjunction with Cooler Master, which is a gaming case manufacturer, right? Looking pretty solid.
Is this like is this a console or a fucking?
That's a PC. It's
computer.
A PC. It's a PC. KFC console.
Who's gonna use that besides Seth Rogen?
I don't know.
Like all the weed guys.
There's a website and everything.
And if you're gonna do 240 FPS, why don't you do 420 FPS and just make it as fucking weed console? Come on, man.
420 FPS?
Yes. Whatever the fuck that
it's means. A real thing. If you go to coolermaster.com,
yeah,
and you check out I just went there and they finally have it up. It's a real thing. It's like an Intel Nook kind of a small form factor PC they shoved inside of this box. I really don't know why anybody would want to have a computer that you keep chicken in, because that would just smell ungodly awful. But I know what you're thinking. You probably shouldn't say it out loud though.
I'd shove something in that box. You're goddamn right. Hey, moving right along. I don't know. It's probably a little. Well, a lot of people were saying, "Is it April Fool's come early? Is that, or they're just fucking trolling us?" But yeah, no one wants to smell chicken all day. You don't want fried chicken in your computer, do you? I don't.
No, but I mean, if I'm eating, I'm gonna eat. And then I'm gonna game. I don't need to like have my chicken stay warm while I'm gaming. It's not
reminding me of like the fuck with a South Park where they're playing World of Warcraft and Cartman's just getting all fat by the computer, just all geeked out because that's the guy that's using the KFC chicken warmer.
And we are promoting that in a state of COVID where they, the unhealthy are getting deathly ill. So let's promote unhealthiness.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think food needs to be the furthest away, because what happens when the grease starts dripping into said computer? Do they have a grease catcher? I mean, the just logistically, it doesn't sound like it's a good plan for your PC. Like, you're gonna be fucking up something at some point down the road. So keep your food and your machinery away from each other.
Yeah, I agree.
So I will end on I watched, I think it's Warner Brothers Studios announced that they're releasing pretty much all their new movies in the theater and on HBO Max simultaneously. So this started on Christmas Day with Wonder Woman 84, and the movie I couldn't believe was 2 hours and 30 minutes long. So right there was a red flag. I'm like, oh my God, if you go over 2 hours, you better be Marvel quality, like all the Avengers type of movies. And this one was not. So when I look at the ratings of the movie, I would say the first one I gave a solid 9 out of 10. That one was really good. This one's like a 5 out of 10.
Oh, that low. Okay.
Yeah, you seriously could cut one. There's a lot of fat on the movie. You could literally cut an hour out of that movie and it would still suck, but maybe it doesn't suck as hard. Maybe like a 5.5. And I won't spoil it, but another thing is a lot of people were saying, wow, you used a lot of color in the posters for the movie, but in the movie itself, where's the fucking color? When you look at like how rainbow-ish the movie posters were. So, would I watch it again? No. Would I mean, it's just neat to see things being released in the movie theater to also be released at home streaming. So
yes, I think that might be the new norm. I don't know. Feeling like
it's gonna be, because I think they were saying like pandemic wise, this is the biggest movie opening they've had at like 15 million. But good luck, because like in the state of Illinois, you can't even watch a movie in the theater right now because the theaters are closed. So
they're all shut down.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So, we'll see. Hopefully theaters stay open.
I don't know. I think a lot of things are going to close by spring. That's my prediction.
Probably, unless people fund them, like the government, or I guess Barstool Sports has been creating a small business fund. I don't forgot how much they've raised, but I want to say last I know it was over $6 million. And then you have, the president of their company calling up a bunch of people like, hey, we're going to support you this month and every month going forward until this fucking shit's over. So you don't have to lose your business. I'm like, that's fucking pretty cool. And too bad our government doesn't do that for all these small businesses. Like, if you started something as a family for X amount of years and then you're forced to close, like, how are you supposed to support yourself and the thing you love? So
exactly. It's not closing. MMA Nuts. We're in it to win it. We'll be back again week after week, doing our thing in 2021 in perpetuity.
It doesn't stop until somebody dies, and that ain't gonna be for a long time. Until I'm at least 70.
Okay. Are we going to be doing this when we're 75 years old?
Why not?
From our spaceships on Mars?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all good. I got nothing else. I'm so hungry. That fried chicken.
Sorry.
Not good. Well, I didn't eat dinner. I was trying to get it fast. I think I ate at 2:00. It is now 9:00. I'm going to try to fast my way through sleep. Maybe I'll just take some melatonin and check out, and maybe some other
wake up at 4 a.m.
supplements. Yes. Potentially. I usually wake up about 5 now, but
it's 16 hours. You're good. You can get up and chow. All right. That's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. When we come back, it'll be 2021. So happy New Year to all of you people. Stay safe.
Happy New Year, bitches.
Stay sane. Don't die.
That's right.
My name's Ingo
Thanks
Weigel.
for playing. Matt Griffiths. Thanks for playing.